Hi, it's Molly from Nucleus. Let's have a look at setting up your online booking system. The first step you'll need to take to enable online bookings is to ensure each practitioner has this setting ticked on their staff profile. To do this, we can go to Setup, Users, Staff. Once you're in the staff area, you can select the staff member's profile. Before the practitioner is enabled for the online booking system, you can add or update a photo of the staff member, as well as the discipline for that practitioner. This information will be visible to the public when using the online booking system, so it's a good idea to check this is up to date. You'll then need to scroll down the practitioner's profile until you get to integrations, and then we'll add a tick. As you can see, once that's enabled, there are a few settings that you can adjust for the purpose of the online booking system, including a biography for the staff member, the option to allow a practitioner to be double booked or not. You can also turn on email or SMS notifications if you'd like the practitioner to be notified of a new online booking. If you want an additional person to be notified as well, you can add their email address below and both people will receive the notification. Once you're happy with everything, remember to save those changes that you've made. Now that our staff member Piper is ready to go, we'll need to enable the services and classes that we want our clients to be able to book into online. To do this, you'll need to go into Setup, Items, Services, and then click on the relevant service. Once the service has been opened, you can click on the Enable Integrations option. Once you've ticked this, you'll see a number of options appear, and this is where we can decide what is made visible to the public, including a name and description of the service provided, whether you'd like to show the price of the service or not, and you can also add a photo of the service that will appear online. For each service, you'll be able to decide if you'd like any notes added into the diary to prevent someone from making a booking online for that service. This function can be used in a number of different ways, but for example, if you didn't want an initial appointment to be booked first thing on a Monday morning, you could add a note into the diary and enable this function, and this would block anyone from making that type of booking. Let's save those changes. Now let's head to our classes setup area by going to Setup, Items, Classes, and follow the same steps for each of our classes. So again, click into the class and enable integrations. The key difference between the services and classes setup is that you'll need to have the class options booked into the diary, otherwise these classes won't show up online. So let's go book this class into the diary. Now that our provider, our services and our classes have all been enabled for online bookings, now let's set up each of our locations for online bookings. To do this, we'll need to head to Setup, Extensions, Online Bookings. As you can see here, we have our two active online booking locations. This is where we can configure a range of settings to suit each clinic location, including the provider, service, and classes that can be booked at each location. Let's take a look at what else can be customized. As you can see, there are a range of different settings on the left-hand side and policies on the right-hand side that you can alter to suit your clinic's preferences. Let's check out some of the functionality. First of all, you'll have the option to alter the name of the location that will be visible to the public. So for example, instead of having just Brisbane, you might like to have Allied Health Group Brisbane. You can choose whether the confirmation message be sent as an email or SMS, turn on notifications for online bookings or cancellations, which will then show up in your message center, present your terms and conditions, and select the communication consent options. You can add an additional message to be emailed with the booking confirmation. You can also enable or disable the options for clients to send an online inquiry. And then we've got our tracking options for the online bookings. And finally, we can customize a message for the clients once they have confirmed their bookings. Or if you'd prefer, you can instead redirect back to a website by adding your URL. If we go back up on the right hand side, you can decide on your policies or booking preferences, such as whether you'd like to block new patients or profiles from booking online, allow clients to add themselves to the waitlist, and decide on the lead time, the minimum cancellation time, and how far in advance clients can book online. You'll also have the option to show or hide the true duration of your bookings. This functionality is a great way to allocate time in your diary for things such as note writing or turnover of your clinical space, without the client being able to see the full allocation of this time. Finally, let's scroll down to the bottom of the page where we can specify the services and classes that each provider can offer at this location. We can place a tick in the box for each appropriate service or class, or we can click on the practitioner's name if we want to select or deselect all options. Let's save these changes and move on to generating our online booking link. Just before we do that, we'll also have the opportunity to rearrange the order of your locations. Before you generate your link, you'll have the chance to specify a starting point for your clients. This will dictate the pathway that they'll take on the online booking system. You can ask the client to start by picking a practitioner, ask the client to start by picking a location, or even provide a specific location for the client to make a booking at. Or you don't have to specify a starting point, giving the client full flexibility of their booking options. The last step is to decide on the type of link that you'll be needing, and then clicking the Generate button. We can then copy and paste that and add it where it needs to go. For more information or to see the client's experience when making an online booking, be sure to check out our video on this topic. Thanks for watching, see you again soon.